Don't panic, here's what to immediately do after being served with a restraining order. So you've been served with a restraining order. Your first question is, what am I supposed to do? Well, typically the process for obtaining a restraining order, or in Indiana more commonly known as a protective order, is a petitioner will file a petition for protection with the court. Now the court can do one of three things with that. They can deny the petition on its face, they can set the petition for a hearing, or they can grant it ex parte, meaning that order of protection is going in without a hearing. Now there's a lot of factors that determine whether or not the judge is going to grant, set it for a hearing, or just dismiss it on the face. And a lot of that goes to what are the specific allegations in the order. If the petition is alleging that there's acts of violence that need immediate protection, it's more than likely that a court is going to grant that ex parte. If it's a simple, hey, he's called me a couple times and messaged me on Facebook, well, at that point, the judge might not feel that there's an immediate threat and might set it out for a hearing. So what happens? Whether or not it's going to be set out for a hearing or it's granted ex parte, you will be served with that order of protection, usually by a sheriff's department or via certified mail. And the first thing you need to do is carefully read what the judge has signed to know what the restrictions are. Now, if this is an ex parte order, those restrictions go in immediately. So immediately, the order will tell you who you cannot have contact with, and whether or not your firearm or parenting time has been restricted. Now, if the judge has set it for a hearing, then at that point you'll know that on a certain day you're going to go in front of a judge where the judge is going to hear evidence from both sides and make the determination whether or not that protective order should go in place. A big thing you need to do when you're served with a restraining order is first contact and hire an attorney immediately. An attorney is going to be your best source of knowledge for how to navigate this legal system while the protective order process is playing out. And the other big thing is to start gathering evidence. Now that can be phone calls, text messages, social media messages, emails, anything that's going to help bolster your defense. Especially if we're talking about an act of harassment where someone is alleging, hey, this person keeps calling me, he keeps driving by, and I don't want him to. Well, a lot of the times I get protective orders like this where the other party's telling me, well, Mr. Ritchie, that other party's calling and texting me all the time too. And that's going to be very good in your defense to try to get this protective order thrown out. I know it's scary to be served with any sort of legal paper, and a restraining order, if it goes into effect, can have a lot of negative consequences on your life, whether that's restrictions on parenting time, possible issues with employment, you can lose your right to firearms. There's a plethora of things that even though this isn't a criminal case and it's civil, that it can negatively affect your life. So it's very important to hire an attorney to try to fight these so that way there's no protective order on your record. If you've been served with a restraining order, please give us at the Marc Lopez Law Firm a phone call. I know we can help you. Our number is 317-632-3642, and always remember, plead the fifth.